In March 1869, James Walker Bain walked from Dunedin to Invercargill, and along with other local businessmen, he formed a building society based on mutual benefit among its members to help every person own their own home.
Well, what a fascinating past SBS has had, Hamish.
Yeah, 150 years. Hard to believe, isn't it?
Hard to believe.
Industry and frugality, union is strength. That was the old motto.
Oh my goodness. Look at us. There's just you and I, Michelle. I know. That are still here.
I've been here 29 years, so the first advances that we saw were around actually putting computers into SBS.
The computer room was the only office in the whole building that was air conditioned. You had to go through basically an airlock to get in and out.
SBS, when they changed in big leaps.
One of these big leaps was when SBS made history as the first building society in the world to also become a registered bank.
At the time in 2008, when we became a bank, it was right at the height of the global financial crisis. We had queues of people out the front doors of our Invercargill branch, not wanting to take their money out, but wanting to get their money into SBS because they just thought it was such fantastic news.
We were the first to have the banking licence and still be mutual.
Yep.
We were making history for ourselves.
Not long after that, we did the merger with Hastings Building Society. Both bank registration and the merger with Hastings Building Society really galvanised the team together.
150 years has brought many achievements to be proud of, with some of our most defining moments coming in our response to natural disasters in our communities.
In 1984, following the big flood here in Invercargill, many families were out of their homes, so the society took a positive approach, trying to be there to see that things got put back together quickly, and was there to support the families.
And I think that's what SBS is all about. It's about our members and looking after them.
Yeah, that focus has been there right from when we started. It's always been what can we do best for them, and that personal touch, I think, which you don't always get.
About 55 years ago I joined SBS. It's getting well recognised as a good New Zealand bank.
As well as serving the interest of our members, our charter states SBS must promote the prosperity of the wider community.
The support we see from SBS is from its people. Your team come in and cook dinners and provide baking and volunteerism for our events. I mean, it's a truly wonderful, wonderful relationship. We're super grateful to know you.
Oh, that's great to hear.
Housing affordability is a critical issue in the Queenstown Lakes District, so we've been working on a new program called Secure Home. We're about to launch this next month, and SBS has been absolutely key in making this program a reality for us.
One really big thing for SBS I was really proud of was being involved in the very start of the contact centre. What we wanted to do was it to be really seamless, so if a customer from our Gore branch, if we rang them or they rang us, we wanted them to think that we were actually sitting in the Gore branch. I remember talking to this lady one day about her investment, and a couple of days later the Gore branch rang me up and said, there's scones here for you. Because she was a Gore customer, she thought we were ringing from Gore, talking to her.
So direct banking has been a wonderful enhancement to the contact centre as well. It supports and complements the branches with a non-physical footprint.
In early 2000s, we started moving into interacting more with the other banks. So it was debit cards and a banking relationship where you'd have a checkbox.
So all of a sudden people could access their money 24/7.
Alongside all the technological advances, our brand identity has come a long way in 150 years as well.
We've had lots of changes through the years. One of the key moments was 2015 when we rebranded to our orange circles and how they are now. We really wanted to bring together this prospect of synergy, simplicity and benefit. So the three rings represent all of those things.
The 1980s saw SBS expand beyond its Southland foothold, with its first branches opening in Central Otago, Christchurch, Dunedin and Tasman. But in 1991, SBS had to fight for its independence and survival.
Southlanders today voted to stay in control of their own building society. A large meeting in Invercargill rejected a $41 million Westpac bid for the Southland Building Society.
From memory, it was sort of midday or early afternoon, and we'd walked down from H&J Smith's where we'd met in the boardroom, and there were television cameras following us, which everybody was a little bit nervous about. But we walked in and we were just up there, second or third row back. And Acton he was the chair of our group, and he wanted to come on the stage and address our members present, but he wasn't permitted to do so. We believed that we didn't have to be sold, but that high benchmark could still be achieved.
Early this evening, when the 12,500 votes were counted, more than half opposed selling to Westpac.
Today you've seen people power in action, you've seen democracy at work, and you've seen the members of this society vote with their heads and their hearts and not their wallets.
Our 150th anniversary is a time to reflect and to celebrate, and also a time to look forward to a bright future.
Bane making that walk from Dunedin, I'm sure he'd be extremely proud to think where we are today.
I think they'd be quite proud of the organisation and where it's come to, and that it's still retained its roots here in Southland.
They started SBS as a mutual because they wanted to be there for the people, and I think we do that today. We still do it. We really look after our members.
The support of SBS Bank allows Rugby Southland referees to provide up to 65 referees each week for rugby in Southland.
I've had brilliant opportunities with SBS. So many positive things have happened for me and have helped me grow as a person.
Something we're looking to do is just really make sure we play on that big service and make sure as a bank, albeit a small bank, we still deliver the big expectations for our members.
I love the SBS app because it's so simple to use and easy to do my banking on the run.
So if we think about any organisation that's 150 years old, it's not just about what we've done in the past, but it also sets a really good direction about where we're heading for in the future.
The past that we've had has set us up so well for the future. Those values that we have are really ensconced in who we are. There will be no stopping SBS going forward.